Two signings could give Liverpool their perfect starting 11. Arne Slot is not the only problem at Liverpool. The last one, Oliver Glasner sends shocking message to Liverpool about Marc Guéhi's future. Just headlines till now. Now it's time for the details.
What if Liverpool are just two signings away from a starting 11 that feels unfair? Not good, not solid, perfect. And the wild part? These moves could quietly fix almost every problem we've seen this season. Let me show you how. This isn't FIFA fantasy. This is a real, tactical plan that actually makes sense. 2 January signings, 3 phases of play, and a Liverpool team that suddenly looks terrifying again. First, the names. Marc Guéhi, Adam Wharton. Yes, both from Crystal Palace, and yes, there's a reason. Let's start at the back. Alisson stays, Konate stays, Van Dijk stays. That spine is non-negotiable. But here's the twist. Guéhi doesn't come in as a normal right back. He becomes a third center back in disguise. That's his comfort zone. That's where he shines. It gives him freedom to step forward, less pressure, and instantly makes Liverpool harder to break down. On the left, Milos Kerkez finally gets used properly. Not stuck, not limited, played to his strengths. Aggressive, direct, dangerous. Now, the real game changer, Adam Wharton. This is the signing that changes everything. Liverpool don't just need energy, they need control. Wharton is a true number 6. He reads danger, he stays disciplined, and he can ping long passes from deep, something Liverpool badly miss when Trent isn't there. One signing, 2 problems solved. Ahead of him, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. Perfect balance. Gravenberch gets license to burst forward and attack space. Szoboszlai keeps doing what he's done all season, leading, pressing, creating. Both can track back, both can run all day. Then comes the luxury piece. Florian Wirtz in the middle, free, untouched, dangerous. Not stuck wide, not restricted, just pure creativity between the lines. And up top, here's the shock. When fit, Isak and Nunez together. Yes, together. In transition, this team morphs. Szoboszlai slides wide, Kerkez bombs forward. Wharton and Gravenberch warm a solid base. The backline becomes a 3. Suddenly, Liverpool attack with 5, defend with 5, and control everything in between. Crosses from both sides, runners through the middle, Wirtz floating wherever chaos is needed. 2 signings. That's it. More control, more creativity, more structure, and an attack that can overwhelm anyone.
Arne Slot is not the only problem at Liverpool, and that's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to face. Let's be honest, when things go wrong in a football club, the manager always takes the hit first. That's how this game works. And yes, Arne Slot deserves criticism, big criticism. But if you think this Liverpool mess starts and ends with him, you're missing the bigger picture. Because above Slot, there are people who should be answering serious questions, and they're staying far too quiet. Players don't just suddenly forget how to play football. When performances drop across the board, it's usually mental. It's belief. It's trust in the vision. And right now, this squad looks like it doesn't fully believe. That's on the coach, but it's also on the people who built this situation. Why did it take so long to chase a top-level center back? Why was a clear defensive midfielder need ignored when fans could see it from a mile away? Why does it feel like the fan base spots problems quicker than the decision-makers upstairs? Slot was hired because the data said he was Klopp-like. Same style, same intensity, same DNA. That was the promise. Smooth transition, no shock to the system. But here's the shocking part. The first real chance he gets to stamp his identity on this team, and Liverpool look nothing like that promise. Where's the pressing? Where's the aggression? Where's the fear teams used to feel coming to Anfield? Instead, we see slow possession, safe passes, and hope. Hope for a set piece, hope for a moment of magic, and worst of all, we hear excuse after excuse. Injuries, bad luck, low blocks. Every week, the same story. At some point, excuses stop protecting players and start freeing them from accountability. This is where Klopp was different. Players feared letting him down. They feared the dressing room after a bad performance. This team, they shrug and move on. No edge, no fire, no consequences. And that's terrifying. Yes, the board didn't give Slot everything. Another center back was needed. That's fair. But even with the players he has, where is the identity? Why are new signings played everywhere except their best position? Why does it feel like guesswork instead of a plan? Here's the twist nobody wants to hear. Even if Slot goes tomorrow, Liverpool still need a center back, still need structure, still need clarity. That's why the spotlight can't stay on one man. This club has a system now. Sporting directors, long-term philosophy. The coach is replaceable, the vision is supposed to be So if the vision is failing, that blame goes higher. Ern Slot isn't the only problem at Liverpool. He might not even be the biggest one.
What Oliver Glasner just said might quietly change Liverpool's entire January plan. Liverpool fans have been dreaming about Marc Guéhi for months. A leader, a captain, a defender who looks ready for the next level. But now, Crystal Palace's manager has sent a message that feels less like a warning and more like a reality check. Here's the twist. Glasner isn't saying Guéhi isn't good enough. He's saying something far more uncomfortable. After Palace's loss to Newcastle, Glasner openly admitted that his team keeps getting punished from set pieces, corners, free kicks, second balls. And guess what? Guéhi is right there in the middle of it all. Not hiding, not injured, playing every week, leading the line. And still, Palace are bleeding goals from dead ball situations. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because Liverpool are fighting the exact same battle. Under Arne Slot, the Reds look exciting going forward, sharp in possession, brave in attack. But defensively, set pieces have been a nightmare. So bad that Liverpool already changed their coaching setup. Europe's worst record from dead balls doesn't lie. So when Glasner says we defend well in open play, but set pieces are killing us, it hits differently. Because that's not just Palace's problem. That's Liverpool staring into a mirror. And here's the shocking part. If Guéhi, a Premier League captain, can't magically fix Palace's set piece issues, why are some fans convinced he'll instantly fix Liverpool's? This doesn't mean Guéhi lacks quality. Far from it. He's calm, strong in the air, vocal, and experienced. He would absolutely improve Liverpool's depth and leadership, but Glasner's words expose a deeper truth. This problem isn't about one defender. It's about structure, timing, coaching, and second-phase defending. Meanwhile, Palace are standing firm. Guéhi's contract is running down, yes, but Glasner clearly wants to keep him through the winter. Liverpool, on the other hand, are being careful. Slot has already hinted that January won't be a spending frenzy. The club is thinking long-term, not panic buys. Then came Fulham, a late equalizer, another painful moment. Slot even admitted his own decision backfired. He expected crosses. Fulham went short. Boom. Goal. Points dropped. It all connects. So now Liverpool face a real dilemma. Do they move early for Guéhi and hope leadership changes everything? Or do they accept that no single signing will fix a tactical flaw that keeps repeating itself? That's the real message Glasner sent. Not loudly, not directly, but clearly. Football isn't solved by names alone. What do you think? Should Liverpool push for Marc Guéhi now or wait, fix the system, and strike smart in the summer?